Jak się masz? Today we are on the other side of the Widmouth Bay. That spot is called Black Rock. Here cliffs are not so big, or even there is no cliff. There is a number of access to the beach, paid car parks. We however stopped on the way up. It's a beautiful tiny waterfall here, and also there was a quite interesting access to get in here because you don't have the regular footpath, as you can see probably in a second. Right now, yeah, cliffs are not very big, but it's no nice access. That's the waterfall. As you can see, I try to use it as a possible path in, but again it's just too high, doesn't cut all the way to the beach, to the sand level, so I just have to lower myself down that slope on my left, which wasn't so bit difficult. And we are on the Millook heaven side of the Widmouth Bay, and as far as I'm concerned, that's the place when you can see that fog. I know I did promise you we're gonna walk in there. We can try today, however we are already late. Peak of the low tide was about 20 minutes ago, so I'm not 100% sure, but I try to do whatever I can. Maybe we can manage. I didn't really investigate how that number of rocks in Millook looks like and if you can go around, so I hope we won't find ourselves in a situation of being cut and not able to jump over those rocks, and and then we have to quickly come back here. There won't be a lot of time, I guess. The water is quite far, but yeah, as you probably know, this is tricky because the terrain is relatively flat, so that water will rise very quick. I would expect it only takes about 2 meters of water and it will be here all the way up against the cliff. I can see already a lot of people walk here. I just don't know if anybody attempted to go all the way there. By the look of it, it's not so bad. It's plenty of escape routes possible in a case of high tide, and we still don't know what's behind that. That may be another kind of access or lower ground we're about to discover. And we may be into a big surprise. There is another place that allows enter into the beach. Yes, it looks like it is. Yeah, nice big massive Widmouth Bay. Beautiful beach. I mean, definitely the downside is those rocks blocking access to the water during the low tide, but during the high tide is Sikalafon. I'm walking and walking and walking. That beach is quite big, but right in the middle we got the first obstacle. Yeah, there is another access, and the ground is low, obviously because we got a little stream. I hope I won't sink in here. How? Oh, that must be like a new outlet of that stream. I was just thinking where that water comes from. It just must break the bank and spread in a different direction recently. I hope there is some kind of access to the southwest coast path, and I'm not gonna come back. If I have to come back this way, it won't be approaching someone's private land. Don't really know the tides here in Cornwall. All I know is they are smaller, which means water does not retreat as much, and also is not coming as high as it is at the end of Bristol Channel. You can already see the differences as far as I remember from our trip to Cornwall, roughly about 3 meters, not whole 3 meters, because as far as I remember, while we got top tide 10 meters, Cornwall got 7 something, if I could remember. That's the span. I'm now entering different area. Nice easy walk on the beach ended, and we're gonna have a stones now and jumping. That will slow us down. But I can already see quite clearly, I guess, the Millook eastern closing rock. I hope that's what it is. I see. That means it's not flooded yet. And we can do our challenge. As you can see in here, the cliffs are a bit different on that side. They got even less rock. I mean, the rock is just buried more underground, I guess. So it all crumbles. Still see the footprints here. Somebody was here, clearly. We got a ridge, rocky ridge cutting us. We need to go around. I don't really know why. I just don't feel, I feel strange. I'm first time in this place, so I'm trying to rush, and that's not a good advice to rush on the rocks. But this is simply because I don't know what's going on and how long that state of low tide stays here. Remember, never rush on the rocks. It's not a good thing. Okay. Wow, that's a nice flat surface. And That's where the bent rocks really start, I guess. I can already see a number of possible rocks that can create like a tunnel if anything under will be taken. That may be slippery, but it's not. And oh, look at that nice bridge. We can go all the way down. That is like another tiny cove. You can see somebody shouting like a kid. I wonder, is it from the top? They see me or what? You see that rock there? Sometimes they look like a buried submarines or something. And I think we are exactly one sticking bit from Millook. It's really difficult to figure out which way is easier to walk, on the sand or on the stones. Which is the faster way? Such a beautiful place with a relatively lot of sand. Shame is not accessible easy way. Nobody built the steps or anything. It looks like that will be a lot of jumping ahead. I try to use those platforms as much as I can because they really speed up walking. And after you realize, after you pass certain sections, you realize you're making a lot of way around. What you think is a shortcut is actually giving you extra walk. Oh, I can see some significant waves crashing into that tip. I hope there is still at least a little bit of passage. Look at that. This is something new I can see. It is crusty. I wonder, that's not algae for sure. Is that some kind of coral? Do they have corals in Atlantic? Maybe. But clearly it creates like a formations, like tiny pipes. Quite interesting. Okay, we are approaching that bit, and that will be the moment of truth. Are we right or are we wrong? And we have to run back. so many thoughts in my head that I don't even know what to say. Yeah, jump, jump, jump. And in a second it will all be clear. We still got escape route, pretty decent, open. It's difficult it's to navigate around those massive boulders. Quite a task, actually. Oh, that's not the end. That is actually quite a big area. Massive moonscape. I tell you what, it has to be the Millook. If it's not gonna be nice. Ah. Did I manage to do it? Was the Polish explorer instinct right? Do I have to quickly come back? All this you will see in another episode. Stay tuned. High five! No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Looks like the Polish explorer nose was as good as Chewy the deerhound nose. We are, ladies and gentlemen, in Millook. I got a feeling like I would still come back the same way, just for the fun of it. Ha! What a beautiful thing. It didn't take a lot. That wasn't even half an hour. What a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm pretty sure that coming back up on the southwest coast path, up and down, that will be more difficult. The amount of impressions you got and emotions, you cannot even imagine. The sound of water pounding on those rocks, and you closer and closer and closer, and you jumping, and then you come few meters further, and that's not the end. There is more rocks you couldn't see behind the rocks that are high. Whew. Every time you finally accomplish the task, it's such a beautiful feeling. So yeah, here we are at the side of the Chevron cliff, which I'm happy to show you again. I have to say that the beach looks significantly different after the winter storms. The sand has disappeared. We got sort of like a grass, I don't know how we call it. It's like a thick sand pretty much, the grey one. No more nice sandy sand, if I can call it like that. Yeah, and We got like a pebble ridges. New, that wasn't here. So yeah, water can be really powerful. But one thing that didn't change is a chevron cliff. Still there. Last time we've been after the significant rain and we have to cross that river. Right now we don't even need to cross it because there is less water and all water disappears beneath the stones, the pebbles. Quite specific of coastline streams and rivers. They disappear on a beach, sometimes to not be seen anymore between the pebbles. Right, this is the time we are going back, but this time we will see if there is something interesting up on the cliff where the southwest coast path goes. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be as fascinating and nice as jumping the cliff foot, but well, we have to check it. Once we're here, it's worth to see the other route, what's going up there. As you probably know from my previous movie, the Millook heaven is like a little hamlet. You go very down the hill and then up the hill on the other side. I don't know if you can see it right now. On the other side, well, now we have to climb even steeper, because I guess even road goes slightly behind and around the hill, so even driving down here does not really show what's waiting for us. And as the sign says, 2 miles of that. I'm pretty sure I have to record like that because of the sun. I'm pretty sure it wasn't 2 miles of jumping over the stones for sure. So that's how easier it is to just go below the cliff compared to windy southwest coast path at the top. And by the way, look at the southwest coast path in this place. There are only steps in one place, in one spot. I don't know if they're planning to do them everywhere, but this is like crazy. If you come here in a rainy day, when that all changed to mud, this is a suicide hill. Look at the crazy angle. I mean, oh, it takes my breath away. Oh, surfers still enjoying. Oh yeah, I remember watching from the rock that was almost flooded, and right now this rock is good 40-50 meters from the water. So yeah, I mean, we could probably still come back under the cliff, but like I said, we're going to the top because we want to simply see what's up there. I meet you at the top once I get my breath back. Do you remember when I told you Millook is a little tiny, minute, almost hamlet of maybe 10 houses? Well, I wasn't very wrong. It's exactly 12, what I could consider a flat, because the houses is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, some of them may be split. So yeah, it is really tiny place. Beautiful, hidden. Yeah, total disadvantage of this is no parking space, really. And exactly just like I told you, there isn't a lot of views to admire from the footpath, because you're just going between the line of bushes. However, every now and then we got a space. That is probably where The kids were shouting at me from the top here. They did see me down on the beach walking. Still plenty of space to jump over the rocks against the cliff. So yeah, there is enough time. There is enough time to go. Oh, we could even go perhaps all the way to Duckpool. Ha! That may be the idea for another challenge. All the way from somewhere here to GCHQ, Duckpool, and even further to Lower Sharpnose Point, and then climb up the hill. I don't know, who knows, maybe one day. Beautiful walk ahead of me. Looks like I won't climb up the hill significantly anymore, or at least there will be just probably one tiny hill. That's it. That footpath pretty much, as you can see, takes me down to Widmouth Bay, all the way to where I left my car. There will be no more attractions on the way. I don't expect that. As you can see, it's going off the cliff and even below the road. For now, that's it today. I hope you enjoy it, that beautiful piece of the world at the beginning of Cornwall. I hope to see you on another exploration, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe, please. I got more and more subscribers, but even more will help me, obviously. And yeah, like I said, I see you on another exploration. High five! Surprise, surprise! I'm back! It happened not to be the end of the trip, because I forgot that on the way to Millook we passed that nice beautiful beach with the steps, and that beach happened to have a public footpath going to it. So now we cut one hill and we make a shortcut back through that beach and the stones. Beautiful. We don't have to climb. We don't have to climb on those steps up there, up the hill, just to go down again later. We just take a shortcut this way. Beautiful. So that's not a private beach, that is a public one. Everybody can park up there and come here simply to spend some nice time. Sexy time, maybe. Who knows? We will gonna see erosion in force. Look at that bank, sand bank that collapsing more and more and more and more, and water is shaping the beach. I wonder how much it will take by the time the ocean water reach that point. Let's go around again and we can wash the shoes a little bit from the mud on a southwest coast path. Those are quite interesting rocks. They seem to be just dissolving into almost like sand. Very, very loose material. They also very tiny layers of rocks. And here we are, we popping up on the Widmouth Bay beach. We can see the black rock already. That means I will have to possibly climb back on that tiny cliff I lowered myself down from. That will be interesting. Okay, this time it really is the end of the trip. The one last thing that is left is to make a shortcut and save myself a walking over that beach and then coming back on a road. We are doing this climb. I will attempt to climb up pretty much in the very same place I lower myself down to come here. It should not be a big deal. It's even better right now because in the morning it was still a bit wet, and right now the grip is quite decent. Here we are. This is how we do it. So, from that beautiful tiny bridge on a beautiful tiny stream that creates that beautiful tiny waterfall, I would like to say this time, see you on another exploration. High five!